Hello, welcome to day 3. I'm super stoked for today. We are going to hit up some awesome leg sets. So we have a lot to get through, but so far so good on managing our timing. Have a little towel or rag available. We're going to use that to kind of open our knee joints, and then also have, if you have it available, 4 different sizes of weights. You can also have 3 different sizes and just adjust to where your body weight for the last set. But we're going to be doing strip sets today. So I'm going to talk us through the strip sets and what we're really doing for the work while we go ahead and get started on our mobility stuff. So go ahead and just grab a knee, pull it into the chest, and rotate your ankle one direction and then the other. So whenever you get that leg up there, right, we've been talking, you're probably already sick of hearing it. It's only day 3. Your mobility, stability points in your kinetic chain, switch your legs. So keep the low back, that core strong, stable, upper back strong, stable, and the knee strong, stable, right? So our rotation comes, our mobility through that ankle. The knee stays still and stable. That low back stays still and stable. And your pelvis is in neutral, right? So we're not tipping it forward. Think of it as a big bucket of water filled right to the brim or filled with whatever you want. So it doesn't tip forward and it doesn't tip too far back. Sits neutral right on top. So think about your whole stack of the body, right? You're stacked, you're stable, everything's in position. Your feet are actually screwing into the ground, especially if you have a standing desk. You need to stack yourself and stand and work, not just hang out and stand and work. And I have to work on it too. I have a standing area, but really think about that stance. So screwing into those feet, finding that torque. So the knees kind of pull toward the outsides. You'll feel the thighs light up. Flex your butt. You feel that pelvis neutralize right there. The moment you kind of get your butt going, the belly strong, lift the chest up off the rib cage and pull those shoulder blades together. And then you get your head set back. Then you're stacked. Looking good. Okay, take your little cloth. We're going to get on the ground. Okay, so sit on your bottom on the ground. Take your towel roll and you're going to place it behind one of your knees. Okay, so I'm going to do my left knee. You can do the right if you want to mirror, and you can adjust the amount of roll that you have. Basically, our joints can get bound up and have a bunch of extra buildup inside. And we're trying to kind of open and flush and expand the joint. So we're kind of shaking the dust out of the joints. So pull that heel as far back as you can towards your thigh. And then let's go ahead. We're going to hug around that knee. We're going to hold a few seconds. Okay, so I'm lucky enough, all my kettlebells have come in. I have 4 different size kettlebells. That's what I'm going to use for my weight today. Dumbbells work fantastic. There's no reason that you have to have a kettlebell. But if you can, try to find 4 different sizes of weight. We're going to go 10 reps of a squat as heavy as you have. And then we're going to do a little spider lunge interim, getting that mobility in. All right, let's go ahead and release this side. We're going to go to the other side. Ooh, feels good, fleshing out. Okay, wrap that towel, get it behind the knee, tight, tight, tight in there, and then pull that heel as tight as you can. So you're opening up all through that joint. So you're going to go as heavy as you can, 10 reps. We're going to hit our spider lunge, and then we're going to strip down for the next set. Now, let's pretend that you have in your supply closet 2 5-pound weights. That's awesome. Don't ever degrade your workout based on lack of equipment. You still came, you brought it, you have your body. You can find stuff around the house if you really want to try to add up weight. Otherwise, what you're going to do is go more reps. So if you have 2 5-pounds, so I'm going to be doing 10 reps with each of my kettlebells, but I'll be pretty slow with the heavier sets. Try for 40 reps, 30 reps, 20 reps, 10 reps. I would suggest that. So obviously you'll have to go a little faster, and only go fast if you can keep control of your form. But that's what you can do for your alternate. If you don't have access to all the different sizes of weights. All right, let's go ahead and release that. Okay, kind of shake through those legs. Now then, hopefully you have access to a wall, a couch, a bed, something to get your feet right up next against. You can also do a box, right? This is kind of how I saw it. The person that does this type of stretch uses a box. So let's put our feet on your wall, on your box, or side of the bed. I guess the bed might not work because there's a gap below. Or if you don't have a wall right now, just go ahead and kind of get into position and pretend. You can use your arm. Okay, so both hands straight ahead. Let's take your left knee, put it all the way against the wall. And then your foot, the top of your foot is on the wall behind you. Okay, your hands are still on the ground. I want you to bring your right leg forward like you're getting ready to do a lunge. Okay, get it in line. So I already feel my quad stretching a lot here. Bring the hips kind of more forward toward your right heel. And then I want you to lift your body up. So try to get your chest tall and the core engaged, and then drive your butt back toward that heel. Breathe nice and deep. So the placement, your stack, remember our stack, is important here. Okay, engaging the core, bringing that head back, kind of pushing through that front leg. This is something that would be really good to do a lot. You can use the couch. This is actually called a couch stretch. Drop your hands down. We're going to bring that right leg back and then switch. Okay, so now your right leg, the right knee gets all the way back. So this is good to start with a couch against the back cushion. Bring your left leg forward. So right here, get everything in a line, right? So my hips are shifting out to the left over that left foot. Bring them back into line. Then you push into that left foot. Bring the body up, okay? So the hands here, this is kind of what I've been telling you, that book, Supple Leopard, Becoming a Supple Leopard by Kelly Starrett. Yeah, Starrett. This is what he likes to do with that upper body, making sure that you're stacked, right? The ribs are lifted, chest is tall, and shoulders are back. Now we don't want to over push and protrude through the torso, just that nice lift. Push back. This is super good for your hip flexor. You have low back pain, hip flexor, tight hip flexors, and even again, those knee joints. Okay, let's go ahead and release, walk it forward. Bring your left leg back, and then we're gonna walk off the wall. Come up to standing. And we are going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. So you're going to create a figure 4. We want the knee to track with the toe. If you need a wall or something to support yourself on, reach out and go for that. You can hang out here, but I want you to bend that left knee. Sit as low as you can, but watch the knee. If you have a TRX, you can also hold on with that TRX and kind of help get that support here. So hinging the hips back, shoulders back and down. Make sure that you're still in charge of that pelvis, the low back. Woo. Shoulders back and down. Sit a deep. Flex the right foot a lot and drop that right knee down toward the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, stand up. Drop that right foot. Shake it out. Go to the other side. Knee lines with the toe. Cross your left ankle over the right knee, arms in front. Flex the left toe back toward your kneecap and then sit it back and down. Push the hips back behind you. Grab to the core. Check in with those hips. This is a side I really have to watch and keep track of. And this is something we're also going to work through in these 12 weeks, is really working on our weak side, giving special attention, time, reps, and work to that weak side. Drop that left knee down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, shake it out. We're going to go through a little plank set. So drop down onto the ground. If you do not do planks, I'm going to have you hold a bird dog today. So you try to find, I'm going to have you hold a connecting bird dog. So your left hand and right knee will be on the ground. Find all that stability. Then see if you can grab the back toe, your left toe with your right hand, and then find those connection points. Okay, so push the foot into the hand into the foot, build the traction and tension, and then root through the left hand and that right foot. So whenever we switch, we're going to be doing a front, center, front, side, front, side. So you'll be switching with us. Your right arm, and then the left, and then the right, and then the left. Okay, only 30 seconds each side or each position. Ready, set, and go. So get your hands down. If you can, try just planting your arms straight out parallel on the ground. If you need to clasp your hands, that's fine. It'll actually help a little. But if you're getting better at planking, if you need to kind of find an extra little edge, then keep those hands separate. Push into the elbows, and the elbows pull back towards your toes. Flex the glutes, and then we're turning to our first side. Or if you're in your bird dog, you switch that side. So find the lift up out of that bottom shoulder. Push the chest forward. Take your top hand, slide it behind your low back. Feel the flexion in the core through the obliques. Open the chest. Flex through those inner thighs. 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Okay, I just remembered I'm thinking ahead. Hopefully you read the notes because they'll be in the notes. But you need a chair or a bench for a small portion of what we're going to do today for the Copenhagen. So grab your bench or small chair. Small chair, it doesn't need to be a small chair. Just a chair. Oh my goodness. 3, 2, flex those glutes, grab that core, turn to the new side. Lift up out of that shoulder, feel the back engage. Put the top hand behind your low back. Tuck that tailbone, find that neutral pelvis. Drive through the oblique. Flex into those shoulder blades. Lift the head out and away from the body. 3, 2, and 1. All right, drop it down, hinge it back, get a quick child's pose, and we're going to start our first strip set. So grab your weight, heaviest weight you have available. 10 reps. Your choice if you would like to go a goblet squat or just hold the weight down in front of you. It is going to be a little more difficult and more on your core and upper middle back to hold it in that goblet squat. All right, bring your weight up nice and high on the chest. Push the chest into the bell. Sit your hips back and down. Flex into those heels. Feel the torque of the knees, pulling those knees out with the toes. At the bottom, dig in. Feel what's lifting you to the top. Belly strong. 8. Flex it in. 9. Core strong. 10. All right. Set it down. Hopefully you felt that flexion upper back. Core strong. Okay, nice and wide. Hinge over to your right as low as you can go. So if getting this low doesn't work for you, don't worry about it. You get as low as you can. Use your hands if you want or don't. Push up, hinge over. Drop down. Remember, we want that knee toe alignment. Push up. Add in weight. Get into the legs. My heart rate comes up. We're on the right. One more to the left. Push up to center. And we have our set 2. Okay, strip down. Think about how you're getting those weight set up. Everything we're doing, transitioning, that's where it's super important. Keep control and focus on form. All right, find that squat stance, knees out with toes. Remember, get the chain connected before you even pick up the weight. Back and down. 1, drive into those heels. 2, drive evenly through the glutes. Where's the core? Get your butt to push you to the top. 9, core strong. 10. Okay, back to that spider lunge. Nice and wide. Hinge over to the right. Drop it down. Maybe you can get a little deeper this time. Whew. Push up and over. Okay, so talking points for those squats. You've got to watch that pelvis. This is something even I have to be conscious of. When you're in the bottom of your squat, make sure that pelvis is still in neutral. Okay, strip again. 3rd set. Think about how you get your weight there. Okay, so chest is tall, core is strong. Make sure that you're hinging the hips back so the knees are not coming forward. Everything's going over and back, behind. And then watch that pelvis, right? Okay, connect into your chain, core, upper back. Dig into those heels. Sit low. Here, hold a second. Where's the pelvis? So you don't want the tailbone tucking under. Your back is reaching forward. But the pelvis should still be neutral because you have such firm flexion of the core. Butt back, back flat. Butt pushes you to the top. Should feel lots of core heat here as well. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, spider lunge. Over to the side. Lift it up. Oh, my legs are getting tired, I guess. Over. Stretch through that leg. Push. Drive up. Over. Can let that toe come up. Push. There we go. Last time. Up and center. Okay. Last time. Stripping it down. Get the weight. Always envision it's a lot. Get your stance. Find the flexion. Sit it down. Bring it up. Ready, set. Hinge it back and down. 1, knees line with toes. 2, still imagine that you're pushing that heaviest weight. How would you flex differently? 5, check in with that core, pelvis, glutes. So we're getting that lock, the big booty tuck at the top, but your knees stay soft. 8, belly strong. 9, 10. Okay, weight goes down. And then we're going to do our last round, spider lunge. Hinge it over. Toe comes up, push up, and over. Okay, next up, we're going to hit up a single leg deadlift and a Copenhagen. So I'm going to run us through the Copenhagen real quick and the single leg deadlift. You'll grab your weight. If your bell is holding, if you're holding weight on the right side, then the right leg will go up. You line your left knee and toe. The whole body hinges as one. This is huge. We have to put into practice all that we've been talking about for a full 3 days. Shoulders back and down. The core stays strong, right? So you have to find that stable point in the shoulders and then the hips. It's so, so, so important. You can even put that other hand on the low back because any sort of movement or twist or squaring off to the ground is coming from that thoracic spine, right? The mid back. So you would hold your weight, left knee bends a little. Hopefully your back is flat. Woo. Your back is flat. Your butt is flexed. Pelvis is square to the ground, and the back leg is straight and flexed with that toe pointing at the ground. Okay, so we'll go 10 on one side, 10 on the other. It's a lot of reps to try to get us through. We're going to see how far we get. And then your Copenhagen, grab your chair or bench, and you might need an alternate here. Don't worry, I'll give you one. So this is for our adductor. Our adductors are very much forgotten. So go on your elbow, just like you're going to do a side plank, and put your left foot on the chair if your right elbow's on the ground. Okay, from here, you lift and support that other leg using the inner thigh. So you're going to feel inner thigh on the supporting leg or on the pushing leg on the chair, inner thigh on the bottom leg. Now, you can change up different directions and ways of doing this. What I would want you to do if you're not able to go into a plank, couple different ways to do it. Try to find a wall or brace on a chair. Let's say left hand on a chair. You can sit your right leg out and just see if you can bring up like this. Okay, you're still going to feel those inner thighs. There's still some work on the arm though. Otherwise, you're going to stay right knee on the ground, on your knee, and then put that left leg forward. Toe comes out. You're going to lift and lower that leg. So again, I want you to find that inner thigh. Whew, that's tough too. See if you can hold it. You might need to tap it. Lift again, hold, tap, okay? So we're just going to hold probably 10 seconds each and go from there. All right. Without any further ado, grab your heaviest weight, and we're going to go into our first set, single leg deadlifts. Okay. I'm going to hold left hand with the bell, right leg on the ground, square everything off, find a spot to focus on. Hinge it forward. Lots and lots and lots of strength through that glute. You have to focus on the upper back and the core. The more knee bend that you get, the more work you're getting out of that glute and hamstring. Here's our 5. Keep that core going strong. Don't worry if you're losing balance, you'll get better. I did used to suck at these. I still fall over sometimes. 8. Ooh, I'm feeling it now. 9. Knee lines with the toe. Find all 4 corners. Stay level with those hips. 10. Okay, set it down easy. Other side. Right arm with the weight. Left leg on the ground. Bend your knee. Keep those hips level. 2. Really think about keeping that knee super tracking. Chest is tall off the ribs. Use that core. Bend your knee. Press through that glute. 8. 9. And 10. All right. One heavy one. Done. Okay, we're going to shoot for that Copenhagen. You can also put the leg on the ground. It's really getting that opposite, the lower leg lifted up. Ready, set, 10. Woo. 9. 8. Think about all those points. 2 and 1. Switch to the other side. Forearm down. Right leg on your chair. Left leg up. Wow, feel the difference in strength side to side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. eventually we'll start getting movement combined with all that. For today, it's good. Okay, think about your chain, everything strong. Coming to our single leg deadlifts. Left hand holds the weight, right leg on the ground, shoulders back and down. Here we go. Bend the knee, keep it lined up with your toe. Remember, we want to keep that same hip hinge that we have with a deadlift. Knee softens and bends. Hinge with a flat back. Keep the chain closed. If you're rounding your back, you're asking for a hernia in a few more years. Don't keep it going. It's okay if you just get somewhat hinged. You don't go super deep. Be where you're at today. I think we have 3 more. 2. Whew, I'm going to feel these tomorrow. And 1. Okay. Shift it up. Shoulders back and down. Belly nice and strong. Hinge and flex. 2. Don't get lost in just thinking this is a leg exercise. Lots of core. Get those shoulders to squeeze behind you on the back. It's like you're resetting every time at the top, making sure you have that stack. 8, 9, 10. Okay, 2 done. I'm gonna hit up that Copenhagen. I don't know why it's called a Copenhagen, but it's fun. All right, elbow down, left leg on the bench, or you're supported. Alternate and lift. 10, 9, 8. Flex into that inner thigh. That's your adductor. It can be weak. We forget to get there. 3, 2, and 1. Rotate. Right leg on the chair. Extend the left. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right. 2 sets left. Get that weight. Strong chain. Right leg forward. Left leg back. Strong core. Strong back. Here we go. 1. Level it off. It's lighter, but still feel the heat. Don't forget about that back leg. What it's doing is important. Shoulders back and down. Belly strong. Square the shoulders, stabilize there. Stabilize that low back. 3 to go. 2, 1. Switch. Set it down. Pick it up. Stability and flexion that you're holding in that upper body. That's what's going on up there, including the core, torso, trunk muscles. And then that control of the drop and the lift is coming through the glute and the hamstring. And those adductors that we're building in our Copenhagen are also helping to support those mini muscles that we need to wake up to fire to help the bigger muscles. Last one. If you start feeling the low back, that's your body saying, hey, you're not contracting the core enough. You can also hold the weight with both hands, help level off the back, support the core, or don't go as low. All right, ready, set, and go. Add a smile. 8, 9, 10. I'm going to try to rotate without taking a break. Toes on, elbow down. Right leg on the chair, left leg under, open. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, my friends. Last one. Here we go. Baby weight. But we can still get a lot. Right leg forward on the ground. Left hand holds the weight. Set those shoulders. Set the hips. Find the flexion in the leg. Here we go. Focus that core. 3, drive through that glute. 6, try to keep control of that knee. Make sure it's not falling in. 8, come on, get that butt cheek. Push you up. 10, tribute to RBG. Apparently she calls it the tuchus. Grab there. 1. Core strong. 3, flex. Lift that chest. 5. Remember, don't just rely on the weight to do the work. Get that self-flexion first, then press. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Got through it. Okay, get those Copenhagens. I'm going to add a little knee tug on my bottom leg. If you're in your support like this, maybe still grab a wall. Oh yeah, if you're on your knee. Okay, try here. Once you lift, pull the knee in, out, out. Just remember, we want to get that adductor. That's what we're going for. We'll continue to find other alternates. I have some other ideas, but for today, this will be great. Okay, hold here or hug the knee in, push it out. 2, 3, 4. Open that chest. We're going for that inner thigh. 7, 8, 9, 10. Rotate it over. Here we go. Other side. 1. Open that chest. 2, 3. Keep the foot flexed. 5. Keep driving those hips up. 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Yeah, I feel those. Okay. Bring your right leg forward. Leave your left leg back. Hug both legs kind of to the midline first. Squeeze in so you're engaging a little more through the muscles, and then let the right knee, I don't know if you can see it, drop out. So when you get into that hip joint, drop it out. Good job. Try that knee joint release a couple more times for me today and then throughout the week. Okay, while that leg's forward, go ahead and hit up your pigeon. Hinge over that front leg. Open through the chest, maybe push into the hands and then pull the hands back. Find some traction. And then let's switch. Left leg comes forward. Find that tug into the midline. So squeeze your legs together, find some lift. Squeeze, 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 and then relax. And let that left knee drop out to the side, opening through the hip joint. That foot will kind of fall out too. Remember, our knee is only bending forward and back, not side to side. So my ankle is where the mobility is. My knee is still just bending back. Okay, pigeon, cross that left ankle over, drop down to the outside of the calf, push into those hands, pull the chest forward, rock the front of the right hip toward the ground. Whew. Fantastic job. All right, bring it up. Hands on the hips. Find your stack nice and high. Pull the shoulders back and down. Belly strong, hinge over with a flat back. Flat back. So don't worry about where you get. Just keep the back flat. Work here. Push the backs of the legs back a little more. Belly strong. Keep those shoulders back. Lift up with a strong core. Good work. 3 days down. Off to an amazing start.